So, I saw a lot of comments on my last video about why Skirk might not be as great as people think, and honestly, I get it. There's a very real reason behind that concern, and today we're going to talk about it. Because the truth is, if you just pull Skirk without knowing what you're really getting into, you might end up regretting it. But, and this is the important part, there's also a way to make her absolutely incredible. You just have to know what to do. First, let's talk about the obvious. One of the biggest reasons players might end up disappointed about Skirk is because of how heavily she depends on Escoffier. She's not just a nice support to have. She is basically required to unlock her full potential. Her kit was clearly designed to work with her in mind. Without Escoffier, she loses a huge amount of damage. We're not talking about 5% or 10%. We're talking about her competing with the best DPS in the game, Neuvillette and Mavuika in her premium team, to her being only an A-tier DPS. The showcases you saw on social media? That was with Escoffier. Her strongest archetype is built around that synergy. And if you missed Escoffier's banner in Phase 1 of version 5.6, yeah, that's where the regret kicks in. And while Skirk will probably still function, she won't be the meta-defining unit she was previewed as. But it's not just about Escoffier. The second reason people might regret pulling her is team restriction. Skirk is one of the few characters in the game who penalizes you heavily for using the wrong elements. Her passive only activates when your entire team is composed of Hydro and Cryo characters. That means no Pyro, no Electro, no Anemo swirl setups, no Geo shielding tricks. The moment you step outside the Cryo-Hydro duo, you start losing access to important internal multipliers. And the problem with this is simple. Team building becomes really hard if your account isn't already stacked. If you don't have characters like Yelan, Furina, Shinha, or even Seatlolly, you're basically forced to run a weaker team. And I mean much weaker. You can try Rosaria, Xingqiu, Charlotte, Dahlia, even Layla, but the damage drop is significant. It's not that those characters are bad, but they don't offer the kind of stat buffs or multi-layer synergy that Skirk really needs to thrive. So for a free-to-play or low-spending player, this becomes a problem. You pull Skirk, you get excited, but then you realize she feels underpowered unless you already own a very specific set of supports. So let's stop and recap for a second. Why might you regret pulling Skirk? 1. You don't have Escoffier. 2. You're missing multiple Cryo or Hydro supports. 3. You don't have her weapon or a close equivalent. 4. You don't understand that her team comps are hard-locked to Cryo Hydro only. So, my personal recommendation would be, if you have Escoffier and enough for Skirk, pull for Skirk. But if you don't get Skirk or lose your 50-50, Ayaka or any other Cryo DPS will also benefit from Escoffier, so don't be too sad. And if you don't have Escoffier, just pull for Mavuika in 5.7. And if you pulled Kinich, go for Emily in 5.7 for the best burning team synergy. But that's just my opinion, and it is from a pure meta perspective. You should always pull the characters you really enjoy first, before getting pressured by the meta. So yes, pulling Skirk can absolutely lead to regret if you go in unprepared or expect her to carry without proper support. But if you go in knowing what she needs, if you understand her synergy, build your account around her strengths, and of course pull Escoffier, she's going to deliver. Her kit is stylish, her animations are insane, and her burst combos are satisfying when they work. You just have to respect her limitations. Let me know in the comments if you're still planning to pull for her or if you're having second thoughts. Thanks for watching. Plan smart, build smart, and good luck if you're wishing for her in 5.7. See you in the next one.